Hello everyone, welcome back to part 6 on how to create a simulator game in Roblox. Before we start, I want to say that for the 1000 Robux giveaway, about a week ago when I did the giveaway, Roblox, I don't know, but I had this error message. It said your funds are currently being verified, and but now they're here. But the problem is when I go here, and for example, I put Toketsu, which was the first winner, Toketsu. It says a user is new to the group, so we're gonna have to wait another 2 weeks or a week for that. So now let's start. What we're gonna start with is by going to our main script in server script service, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the pet float. So to do that, all we have to do is to get twin service. I think we already did that. So local float twin is equal to tier twin service. Can't create. Let me zoom in a bit so that you guys can see better. Or let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so twin service can't create. So we want it to happen to the attachment for the pet. And we're gonna create a twin info. So let's do that right here at the top. So in here, we're gonna do local float info is equal to twin service, twin info.new, and this is going to be the time, so I'm going to put it at 1. And then we're gonna give it the easing style, so enum.easing style let's put sign, and then we're gonna do enum.easing direction in out, and then we're gonna put -1 so that it repeats the tween infinitely, and then we're gonna put a true and then a 0. Okay, so now we're done with that. In here we're gonna do float info and comma, and we're gonna do position is equal to attachment pet dot position plus vector3 dot new, and we're gonna put a 0 and a comma and maybe a 5 or 2 and 0. And now we're gonna play the tween. So let's do float tween play. And now if we go ahead and click the pet, it should give it a nice animation. So let's see if that will work. Okay, so it's a bit like, oh my god, copyrighted music. The thing what happened is my most viewed video got copyrighted for some other reason. So let's go to the pet shop. Let's look at the ball. Now it should float, and as you can see, it has a nice floating effect to it. So I really like that, but I think we should change the speed. So let's do that right now. No, I think not the speed. I think we've got to change the float time. So let's create a variable for that. I mean the float local height is equal to, let's put 1. And in here, instead of adding vector3.new, we're gonna put instead of the y-axis, we're gonna add height. So that's really easy to do, and it works. And then in here, this is the time, so I want it to take like 2 seconds. Let's hope that that works. Oh my god, copyrighted music again. I gotta fix that. Okay, so let's get a pet. Let's get a bunny this time. And as you can see, it floats. It has a nice little floating effect. And now what we're gonna do is, first I'm gonna have to remove this copyrighted music. So I'm going to change the volume of the where is it? Sound effects, background music. I'm going to make sure it's volume is set to 0. So just don't copy what I'm doing right now, since it's just because of copyright reasons. Okay, so we've got that working. Now what does the simulator have that we don't have here? So let's check and see what we need. Okay, so we can click the button, it wins, we have the little effect, and so first we need better UI, and we have Rebirth in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the part that reloads the character when they die, so let's do that, when they rebirth, I mean. So in line, let me check what line. Okay, so just remove this player can load character, and that should fix it. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the rebirth buttons red when they can't rebirth, and green when they can. So let's do that. Let's go to the rebirth shop, scrolling frame. First, let's go to the first one first. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get run service first, I think. Yes, so let's get run service. So local rs is equal to game, colon get service, and run service. So in here we're gonna use render stepped. So run service dot run service rs dot render stepped. Let me zoom in. Dot render stepped colon connect function, and what we're gonna do is if player dot leader stats dot I think it was taps, yes, taps dot value is greater or equal than so in here we do that, is greater than this, so is greater or equal than this. So default price plus player w stock as the value. Then what we're gonna do is let me see. Did we add pets multipliers? Okay, let's not do this right now. We'll go back to it later. So just keep this like that, and we'll fix it later. Now what we need to add though is pet multipliers. So let's do that right now. So in here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a folder in the player added event. So local what should we rename it to? So multipliers is equal to, and so the multipliers are going to be equal to a instance.new folder, and we're going to parent it to the player. And then multipliers.name is equal to, and I'm going to put multipliers. Alright, so now we have the folder. Now we've got to create a number value. So local coins or taps multiplier, taps underscore multiplier is equal to instance.new, and we're going to create a number value, and we're going to parent it to the player, to the multipliers folder, sorry, multipliers. And then we're going to do tabs underscore multiplier dot value is equal to 1, and tabs underscore multiplier dot name is equal to tabs multiplier. And then what we're gonna do is in the function where we equip the pet, all we have to do is just firstly, inside of each pet in server storage, we're gonna add a oh, also, before we do anything, I just want to show you guys a very useful plugin. I'll leave a link to it in the description. So let's say you have your pet and you want to weld it. Instead of having to weld it, it's called Moon Animator Between. if you, instead of having to weld it manually, which is really hard, all you have to do is to just let me just remove all of the welds real quick to show you guys what it does. So all you have to do is to select the model that you want to weld, go to easy weld, go to model, and select the primary part, which is head, and just do weld model, and now it should be welded perfectly. Okay, so now let's put that back, and inside of each bed we're gonna have a let's use an attribute instead. So let's go select your bool, each bed, let's select all of them and go to add attribute right here, and we're gonna add a number, and then we're gonna rename it to taps multiplier, and let's save that, and let's set it to 2. Let's set the bull to 2, and bunny to 3, and custom pets to the fox to 4, and the custom pets to maybe something like 5. And then inside of your equipping function, we're gonna do local multiplier is equal to pet get attribute, and we're gonna have taps local taps multiplier instead, taps multiplier confine to child can't get attribute, and taps multiplier, so it's taps multiplier. And in here what we're gonna do is player or the multipliers dot taps multiplier is equal to taps multiplier, and I think that should be working. Now let's see if it changes the value when we equip a pet. So let's see if that works. So let's go to players, Polaris prog, multipliers, and oh, so we have a little problem though. Instead of putting a number value, I think I added a number sequence, I think. Probably. Yes, number pose, so put a number value instead. Okay, so now let's play the game and see if this works this time. So let's go to players, Polaris prog, multipliers, taps multiplier. It's currently set to 1, but when we get a pet, I don't have enough coins. Let's get some coins real quick, and now it's still not working, so let's see why. So get attribute is not working, is not a valid member of model. Oh, get attribute, not attribute. So sorry for that, I just spelled it wrong. So yeah, let's do that. Let's fix it. So come on, get attribute attribute. Okay, so I think I spelled it right this time. So if you go to our pets multipliers, if we go ahead and just get some tabs real quick, if we buy a pet, it's still not working. Val member folder, tabs multiplier. Okay, so again I spelled that wrong, so let's fix that. Oh, dot value, sorry, dot value. Now it's going to work 100%, I think. I'm 100% sure that it should work. Alright, so let's get a pet this time and go here, multipliers, and let's get that, and now it's set to 2, and if we get that, now it's set to, I don't have enough coins, never mind. So let's get coins, and now it's set to 3. Okay, so that does work. Now what we want to fix is I think we're gonna have to fix go back to your main script. When they unequip the pet, what we're gonna do is, where is it? Game.source.unequip. Okay, so we're gonna do player.multipliers multipliers.taps multiplier dot value is equal to 0 to 1. Is equal to 1. And what we're gonna do in our function that adds, what we're gonna do is in here we're gonna put plus amount and put it in parentheses, and then we're gonna multiply it by player dot pets dot multipliers dot pets multiplier dot taps multiplier dot value. Okay, so let's check that and see if it works. Okay, so if we go ahead and now we are getting 10 per click, and if we just go ahead and equip pet, we should be getting more. So yes, as you can see, I'm getting 20 this time, and if I equip the custom pet, I don't have enough coins for that one yet, but let's get enough coins for it. Let's get a better pet, which will give us a multiplier, and if I just go ahead and get enough for the custom pet, we now are getting a really high amount. Now we still have to make it so that it displays how much they are getting instead of just a taps pop-up. So let's do that right now. Let's stop the game, and to fix that, let me think about it. So in our tabs thing, yes, the button in here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna firstly add a little text label in the pop-up. Oh, never mind. I know how to do this. I think I'm going to have to firstly go to your click script. That's inside of the click button, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a variable for the module that we created that abbreviates numbers. So local module is equal to require game.replicate-storage.modules.abbreviate. And then what we're gonna do is in here where we set the text. So let's get the emoji that we are using right now. So let's do that. Where's the pop-up text? So copy the emoji that you were using. And what we're gonna do is clone gy dot text. Oh, let me just put this over here. We're not gonna be putting it here. So clone gy dot text is equal to the mouse emoji dot and then module. Let me remember the way I was using the module, which I don't remember. So I'm doing module.abbreviate. Yes, module.abbreviate. Okay, so you're gonna abbreviate what they're getting. So abbreviate, and how much are they getting right now? So the amount is set to, let's go to our main script. The amount, so player.leader's value multiplied by this. So let's do that right here, not this, in here, module.abbreviate, and we're gonna paste that in, but we still have to get a lot more stuff. Done. So that is equal to player dot least slash dot coins value plus. So we're gonna do amount, just remove all of this, and just the amount multiplied by player.multipliers.value. I'm not sure what's wrong with it right now. Oh yeah, I think we have a useless parenthesis. Yes. Alright, so but we have a little problem though, which is still not fixed, which is we don't have a variable for the amount. So just copy this right here, and we're gonna paste it here. So local amount is equal to 5 multiplied by that. And if you go ahead and play the game right now, it should be fixed, I think. Let's hope that it's fixed. Alright, so it shows 10. Yes, that's great. Now we still have to get a lot more cash. So let's get that, and let's see how much we're getting. And also we're gonna be adding data stores for the pets next tutorial. Let's get some more coins. It still says 50 for some reason, but we will fix that. Wait, because we are getting 50. Never mind. It's already fixed. Now I want to make the font of the pop-up to a nice cool looking font, which is, I think, something Fedora, not Fedora, Fedoroka, no, Fredoka 1. Okay, and then we're gonna change the text color to a nice white, and let's change the text stroke transparency to 0.5. And yeah, this is going to be it for today's tutorial. Let's test this one more time, and if this helped, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, it looks way better. If this helped, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.